Okay. Your question.
My name is Eric Chester. I live in Port Townsend. I'm with the Stop the Checkpoints Committee. Mr. Bermudez, in his PowerPoint exhibit, talked about an in-depth strategy, but there was actually nothing about a 100-mile zone. So I wanted to ask the Border Patrol, this in-depth strategy, how far does it go? It's 100 miles from the border, 300 miles from the border, 500 miles from the border? Does it include San Francisco, New York City? Are those within the 100-mile borders? Can you set up random checkpoints there? Furthermore, even taking within the 100-mile zone of the Canadian border, why only rolling checkpoints? Permanent checkpoints? Are you going to go door to door? Where does it stop? And give me a logical reason why it stops here, because Mr. Bermudez's argument is far-flung. There's no stop there. There's no Fourth Amendment whatsoever there. So I'd like an answer to that question, because that PowerPoint exhibit far from answered it. Okay? Are state police involved in these checkpoints? Or any state enforcement authority? Drugs are allegedly part of the reason you're using these checkpoints. Have you actually arrested a single person carrying a large amount of drugs? Or in fact, are all the people who have been arrested carrying small amounts of pot? Some of which, at least one of which, was medicinally prescribed under Washington state law?
Okay, that's
that true as well?
a number of questions. Let's let them answer now.
What about the dogs? Because you haven't mentioned that.
I need to cut you off on the questioning, sir. You've asked plenty of questions.
I'll try to answer your last question first, because you brought up a point. You said you didn't bring up dogs. We haven't talked about our dogs. Our dogs are trained to detect humans that are concealed in compartments, and are also cross-trained to detect narcotics. You're correct, sir. Now, I'll answer your question. At our checkpoints out here, we have not made a major seizure of narcotics. You are correct. It has, for the most part, been all small seizures of marijuana. That is correct. However, I have to tell you what is going on out there. What is going on out there is the smuggling of large amounts of narcotics into the United States from Canada, ecstasy, marijuana, going northbound through the United States to Canada is our guns, our cocaine, headed through this area, through this community, headed to Canada by boat. Okay? The issue is this. When we talk about a defense in-depth strategy, what we're trying to do is push that border out, work with our Canadian counterparts, find out what's going on out there, get boat units out there to knock it down on the water before it even gets here. In an ideal world, sir, we would push that border out so it's not hitting North America, that we know that those people who really truly want to come here and harm us don't even make it to North America. Mexico, Canada too. We want to work with them. We're striving for that. There's a long way to go. This audience is a good audience. I know you have some great ideas. Talk to your political friends, talk to your congressman, take action.
Does your zone extend beyond 100 miles?
No, we're not going to go beyond 100 miles.
Anybody else?
You know,